Hey, we are live according to Mark Zuckerberg and his team. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this Friday's mini English class, you could call it. As many of you know, I'm not back on the air yet on the show with no name. That's my daily radio show. I hope to be back soon. I'm still in rehab and treatment for my knee, but I hope to be back really soon. So, but in the meantime, mientras tanto, you guys can catch me here on social media. As you know, almost every Friday, I can't say I do a live video every Friday, but almost every Friday, I connect here on Facebook with you guys. So thanks for tuning in. Some of you are joining us right now. Welcome, guys. And as you know, it's been, a long time. I got hit by a car on May 8th. That's what I just did, is thinking back. Makes sense, right? I was thinking back, and how could I forget? And I got hit by a car on May 8th. I got operated on. Remember, we have to use that preposition. I got operated on when I think 2 days later. So that was May 10th. And I'm still not walking great. I'm trying not to limp. Not to limp is to walk like this, right? I'm trying to really walk right, but it's not easy because my muscles haven't developed yet. So it's been a while. I haven't been on the air. Yep, because I was on the air that day. So the last live show with no name, for those of you who aren't familiar, I do a daily show. Coming up, it'll be 10 years on the air on Vaughn Radio. And I haven't, my last day on the air due to the accident was May 8th. So I'm eager. Eager means excited. I'm eager to get back on the air and teach you guys English and have some fun. But as I said, in the meantime, we're going to do it right here. Thanks to Facebook, thanks to Instagram. I know a lot of you are following me on Instagram. I always teach you English with my mini stories as well. So make sure you guys are, subscribed to YouTube as well. A video just came out this morning. Let me see if I can find it here. I think it's, I can't remember. Well, it's a video in New York. Just go to the hashtag, search the hashtag English on the Go USA. All right, guys. So it's Friday, as we always say on Friday, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. And I'll tell you something. I'm not working. I'm on sick leave, but I still look forward to Fridays. So I think that's a universal thing, whether you're working, whether you're not working. Friday is just, it feels good. Maybe it's one of those words. Maybe it's the word. No, I'm sure it's the day. Friday. So hope you guys have a lovely weekend planned. This weekend, I'm going to get some R and R. In English, R and R is rest and relaxation. I think it comes from the military, in fact. If they gave you leave es una baja, right? Well, then they would give it to you for R and R, rest and relaxation, because being in the military can be very taxing, I imagine. I wouldn't want to be out there and see people dying, and it's got to be really tough. And then, of course, many people in the military have suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. It's a tough one, those acronyms. You got to know a lot of acronyms in order to speak English, right? All right, well, today we're going to talk about music, because I know you all love music. So I decided today it's Friday. Friday's a musical day. I'm sure you've all listened to some music already today, some songs. So give us your suggestions. What we're going to do is learn English from some of the most common songs out there. And as always, I tell you guys, you can have a karaoke in your home or in your classroom, teachers, just by setting up a laptop, kind of like what I have here. Doesn't matter. It doesn't even have to be a laptop. It can be an iPad. And you set it up, and you go to YouTube, and you put, bye, bye, Miss American Pie, drove my Chevy. You have to write it in like that. And then put lyrics, and hit click, and voila. You've got the song with the lyrics on screen. And I think that's just a great thing that we didn't have when I was a kid. I remember when I was Spanish and I was writing down the Rafael lyrics. In fact, I'm going to see Rafael. This is, I'm checking something off my bucket list My bucket list is the things I want to do before I kick the bucket. Die. Yeah, the things I want to do before I die. And I've always wanted to see Rafael. Provocación. I mean, I love Rafael. I love his whole collection. And finally, I'm going to get to see Rafael soon. I think in about a week or two, he's playing here in Madrid. So I'm really excited to see him. So I'll check it off my bucket list. That's the expression we would use. And as I said, he was one of my Spanish teachers. Part of the reason I speak Spanish is because Rafael, I would listen to his music. I would love it. I'd say, wow, it's beautiful. I want to know what it means. So all learning comes from curiosity. Can we agree on that? Right? Yeah, all learning comes from curiosity, whether it's learning a song lyric. But what if I told you you can learn the song lyric and use that to learn English? So in the end, you're not just, humming your favorite songs. It's cool. But when you know the meaning, many times, not all the time, many times, you'll like the song more, because now you say, wow, no wonder his or her voice is so, it sounds like they're crying. It's about a loss, una pérdida, for example. So we're going to look at music today. So as always, I urge you guys to send us your comments. You can comment over here. Tell us what song you like, or more than what song you like. Do you have a certain song that you learned English from? When you say, oh, okay, I know this song. Let me give you guys an example. One of these examples, there's a song by Annie Lennox, right? Don't get me wrong. Now, I've heard it. Now, even if you don't know the song, you've been at the hairdresser, la pelu. You've been at the hairdresser and you've heard Don't Get Me Wrong on Kiss FM. I know it. Just admit it. We've all heard it, right? So, don't get me wrong. So, but that's not just a great song. It's also a great expression to know in English. So when you have to give somebody some advice or some feedback, solicited, of course, you can tell, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if that's a great idea, right? So it's a very diplomatic expression, and it's a very great song. So if you like the song and you're curious about the lyrics of the song, then you're going to know this very popular English expression. Don't get me wrong. And it uses the verb to get, which is a verb that we totally love. And I know a lot of Spanish speakers, I know you guys hate it, but you got to get used to it. There's no way to get around it. So maybe one day we'll get into get. In fact, maybe our next live, we're going to look at the verb to get. I want you guys to get familiar with it. I want you to get used to it. We'll get into it because there's no way to get around it. So you'd better get used to it. Okay? You get what I'm saying? So all those uses of get were totally justified. Now, I did that on purpose. But so I think, do you guys agree? Do you think that's a good lesson? Would you want to hear? I mean, again, I do this stuff for you guys. I've given this lesson a million times, but I always, with new students, you guys will get different examples of songs, different examples of the usage of the verb to get. So maybe next Friday, we'll take a look at the verb to get. All right? Okay, so let's see. We've got some comments over here. People are starting to leave us some comments. Great. Alvaro Quesada, my good friend Alvaro out in Singapore. What's up, Alvaro? Hope you're doing well. It's morning here in Madrid, but I'm pretty sure, we say this a lot, I'm pretty sure, right? You could say I'm pretty certain, but it's not as easy to say. I'm pretty sure, right? That it's afternoon there. So Alvaro, thanks for tuning in. Alvaro's a great friend of mine, and I'll see you soon. I'll see you on the Southeast Asia trip. Be careful there. A lot of people say Asia, right? It's not Asia, it's Asia, right? Southeast Asia. And someone's not ASEAN, they're Asian, right? Say that with me. She's from Asia, so that makes her Asian. She's from Southeast Asia. Practice it until you don't make that mistake, because I know it's a really, really common mistake. Trust me, I've heard it many times in the classroom, out of the classroom, just talking to friends as well. So Alvaro says, keep up with the good work, or you don't even need the with, Alvaro. You could say, keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. Yeah, remember English, we're very direct. We're very to the point. Al grano, you say in Spanish. We're very direct. We're very to the point. Let's see. Alba Soriano waves, and she says, I agree. Thank you very much for agreeing. Alba Soriano, thanks for joining us today. Alberto Alonso. Now, guys, this is one of those moments where time and space just kind of, join together, and I don't know what's going on, but I just said hello to myself. Is that possible? I guess I could. Hello. Well, I just said in the comments, I just said hello to myself. Well, hello, Alberto. Thanks for watching yourself. Reflexives. Marcos, what's up, Marcos? How's it going? Good morning to you. Hope you're having a great Friday and you're excited. Now, one way we say it in the States, we say excited, but we also say psyched, which is like P-S-Y-C-H-E-D, psyched. Oh, man, I am so psyched about this weekend. I'm so psyched for the trip. So it's very American, this psych. It comes from psychology, psyche, right? It's not spelled with an S. Psych is P. Oh, this is a tough one. Psych, P-S-Y-C-H-E-D, psyched. See, I even had trouble with that one. Hey, guys, nobody ever said English spelling was easy. If I told you English spelling is easy, then or pronunciation was easy, then I lied to you. But I'm sure I never said that to you. Now, I will tell you English grammar is easy. Of course it is. English grammar is quite easy. Think about it. I will go. Okay, there's the future. I go. There's the present. Okay, I went. Then it gets a little bit tricky. But Spanish is, using Spanish as an example, Spanish is a lot more, it's a lot trickier, right? Trickier is a lot more difficult. I was going to say more difficult, but I wanted you to hear tricky. Tricky is another way to say difficult. So I think Spanish grammar is trickier, right? It's more difficult. It's harder. 3 synonyms there, 3 different ways to say that. It's tougher. You want another way to say it? So let's see some more comments. Alba says, when I was a kid, my first CD in English was Greatest Hits by Elton John. It included a lyrics booklet, and I loved it. I could follow all the songs, or I could follow along. Well, Alba, that is exactly what I'm talking about here, right? I'm talking about not just, saying I'm going to learn English with the lyrics, but saying I love this album. I want to learn, the lyrics. I want to. So, and if you're learning the lyrics, then you're going to learn English from the lyrics. And as she says, the best part, and I agree, Alba, is that now you can follow along. So you can hear a song and not just be like, but finally, and it's weird because sometimes we can hear a song 1,000,000 times and never stop and say, I wonder what this song is about. So my question is why? If we love music, let's really discover it. And it's never been easier. Now, Alba, too, she had a songbook. That was another way I discovered music, too, in the actual sheet music, right? There was no internet. I'm a dinosaur, guys. I'm 40 years old. So, Alba, that's exactly the idea. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Marcos says, hello. Hello, Marcos. Ime viernes judía. Hello. How are you? What's cracking? What's cooking? What's shaking? These are different ways to say what's up. How's it going? Welcome aboard. Sergio Arango says, hi, AA. Good morning. Sgt. Pepper's was a great record to learn from. It had the lyrics on the back side of the sleeve. So this is great, too. Now, this, Sergio, you bring up a great point because the Beatles, supposedly, you guys have seen it, David Trueba, the director, Vivir es fácil con ojos cerrados, Living is easy with eyes closed, as a movie. And it's about when John Lennon was in Almeria, an English teacher said to him, hey, I don't know what you're saying. Could you put the lyrics on the, in the albums? And if after that date, that all the Beatles albums came with the lyrics. And I remember as a kid, for me, because I used to have CDs and cassettes, and for me, one thing was the album artwork, which was always cool. But if it had the lyrics too, that was extra special. So it's even a sentimental thing in a way. And yes, Sergeant Pepper. Well, I use a song off Sergeant Pepper by the Beatles to teach to get by. What would you think if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song, and I'll try not to sing out of key. Oh, I get by with a little help. I get by. I get by means I don't have any problems. You know, I do what I can. I get by with a little help from my friends. I manage with a little help from my friends, right? And the reason I like to teach this one that Sergio brought up, it's a great one, is because when somebody asks you if you speak English, that's a great answer. I get by. I do what I can, right? I get by. I get by with a little help from my friends. And you can learn a lot, and a lot more. As I said, that's just one line. So the Beatles, a great, great place to learn. Now, Elton John, I want to take a look because Alba, Dawn in English, said Elton John. Well, I'm sure we can learn from, okay, there's one. I've taught with this one before. I'm still standing taller than I ever been, looking like a true survivor. I'm feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Elton John. Well, that's great. He's teaching. He's not doing it on purpose, but what he's teaching here is Siegel. I continue doing something. So we wouldn't say I continue standing. We say I'm still standing. Right? I'm still learning English. You're still watching this video. That's a great structure. And Elton John points it out in this song. So if you know it, it goes, I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing. And he repeats it a lot of times. And it can also help you guys, because I know, excuse me, a lot of my Spanish students, they have a problem with the E before the S. So they say, I'm still standing. When really, as Elton John says, I'm still standing. There's no este. It's like, I'm still standing. Not, I'm still standing. I'm still standing. So, right, you can practice pronunciation even, not just the structure. I'm still standing. Now, I've got to say, though, one of my favorite Elton John songs, now that you brought him up, is Tiny Dancer. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Count the headlights on the highway. Wow, great, great. And the good thing about Elton John, too, I've got to say this. The good thing about Elton John is that you can really understand him, such as the Beatles. So you guys had some great suggestions there, right? So excellent, excellent suggestions. Thank you. Mohammed, what's up, buddy? He says, hello. Great. It's a pleasure for me to follow such an awesome and outstanding teacher like you. Stop it. Stop it, you. He says, AA, you are my reason to continue studying English. Well, guys, you're the reason I keep doing these videos and keep acting crazy and teaching because, well, you guys like it and I enjoy teaching you. And if you guys enjoy the way I teach, well, I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's Friday. You could tell it's Friday. There's a special energy in the air. There's a buzz in the air, right? So thank you very much, Mohammed. I always look forward to your comments. They are just very kind comments. Alba Soriano says, my English teacher at primary school taught us with songs from U2, Guns N' Roses, and the Beatles. Sure. Now, Guns N' Roses could be a little harder to understand, but hey, anything works. Guys, the important thing is this. If you like the artist, if you like the song, you don't even have to like the artist. If you like the song, well, go ahead, do it. Look it up, sing it, act ridiculous. That's part of it too. I'm still standing. If you don't put your arms in the air, you're not doing it right. If you don't play air guitar, you're not doing it right. So have fun with it is what I'm saying. So you'll discover what the song means. You'll have some fun moving around, dancing, right? And maybe it'll help you with your English. Not maybe, because you'll see structure. As I said, you'll see vocabulary. You'll hear pronunciation, right? I'm still, I'm still, not es still. And if you notice, what he does is Elton John puts the M with the S. I'm still there's no pause. I'm still standing. Try it with me. I'm still standing. Because that's how you would say it. I'm still standing. I'm singing it, but hey guys, I'm still standing. Right? So that's tough. I know, because in Spain, you want to pop that E of España right before that S. I know it. So let's see. U2 song. Hey, why not? Guys, I'm going to prove to you that you can learn, because you guys are giving me suggestions right now. You're giving me requests. U2 songs, right? And I'm going to prove to you that you can learn anywhere you want here. So let's see. Beautiful Day. This is great. I can already think of a phrasal verb. Escapar, to escape, right? To get away. Oh, yeah, you guys know it. I'm sure you know this song. It's very catchy. And as I said, even if you're not a U2 fan, this is a song that's on the radio wherever you go, right? It's a beautiful day. Don't let it get away. Don't let it get away. No dejes que se escape. So 2 things. You're practicing let, because a lot of people like to put to in there, and it's always let without to, right? Don't let it get away, right? Don't let it get away. And then he says a lot of other things. The heart is a bloom. Heart is bloom. To bloom is, right, a flower bloom. So, guys, if you want to, you'll learn. What did I say? Guns N' Roses is the next one you said. Go ahead. Give me anyone. I'll teach you something. So we just learned 2 things by looking at one line in a song. Just imagine if we look at the whole song. Guns N' Roses songs. I know a lot of them, but I'm just looking at one off the top of my head. Let's see. Patience. This is a great one. It's a ballad. It's a beautiful song here. He says, oh, right there. It's a beautiful one. Shed a tear 'cause I'm missing you. I'm still all right to smile. So to shed a tear. That's a beautiful word. That's a poetic word. Because you could say to cry or to, but to shed a tear, thank you, Axl. Thanks, Guns N' Roses. Shed a tear 'cause I'm missing you. Te estoy echando de menos. I'm missing you. I want you here. I'm still all right to smile. I'm still all right to smile. Girl, I think about you every day now. Girl, I think about you every day now. There was a time when I wasn't sure, right? There was a moment, there was a time in my life when I wasn't sure. I wasn't certain, right? But you set my mind at ease. You relaxed my mind. You set it at ease. You set my mind at ease. There is no doubt you're in my heart now. There is no doubt, pronunciation, not doubt, doubt. There is no doubt you're in my heart now. Heart, doubt, 2 difficult words to pronounce in there. And Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses is telling you how to pronounce them. So there you go. If you just listen, as I said, it's all in the music. And I know most of you, to a lesser or greater extent, love music, right? We all it's always around. It's the soundtrack of our lives, as you guys know. All right, so let's see some more comments over here. Alba says, I'm still standing. I won't forget that one. It's a great one, too, because it's figurative. It's not just I'm still standing. It's like I'm still here. I'm still standing, right? So thank you. Alba gives us the hearty eyes. Denisa gives us the hearty eyes. Hello. Thanks for joining us. Denisa says, morning, Alberto. Morning to you. Alba says, what I learned most was about pronunciation, right? Sure. Well, you can learn anything, as I said, from music. You can learn phrasal verbs, as I said, vocabulary, not just phrasal verbs, structure. You can learn pronunciation, and you can even learn how not to speak, because obviously not all music is grammatically correct. Just tell that to Mick Jagger. I can't get no satisfaction. Oh, I can't get me no. I can't get no satisfaction. Really should be I can't get any satisfaction. Mick, So, as I said, don't take it to heart, because you'll find parts of the music that you say, wait, my teacher told me that that's not how you say it. Well, remember that artists have poetic license. So, use music as a tool. It's not the ultimate Bible, right? Okay, well, guys, I've got here on my phone, there it is. I've got some different vocabulary we can learn from songs. We'll also take your requests over here. As I said, I won't sing the whole song, but I will teach you some English from it. I'm sure I can find something in anything. Now, one of my favorite ones is Queen, right? I know you all know this song. We are the champions. I know what you did. I know what you did. You said, my friends. That's exactly what you did. Sure, I understand. I would do the same thing, right? We are the champions, my friends. Well, that song, I mean, that you want an amazing song to learn from, an amazing song to learn the lyrics to. That's a brilliant one, right? One of my favorite expressions is there. We are the champions. Let me just see how easy it is, guys. I just type it in here. We are the champions. Lyrics. I didn't even put in lyrics. Okay, so the song starts out. Sing it with me. I know you all know this one. I've paid my dues. Now, I've paid my dues. Now, dues is your membership. But in this case, it's figurative. I've paid my dues means I've done what I need to do to get to the top, to survive, right? To be successful. I've paid my dues. And Freddie Mercury sure did pay his dues. Time after time, time and time again. I've done my sentence, right? That's like prison. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. And bad mistakes, I've made a few. Remember, in English, we don't commit mistakes. We commit crimes, right? But we make mistakes. I've made a few, right? I've heard a lot of my students say, I've committed a mistake. No, I made a mistake. So you can hear it here. So you commit a crime. So I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. So commit with crime. And bad mistakes, I've made a few. I've had my share of sand kicked in my face, right? I've had my share of sand. So they've kicked sand in my face, right? But I've come through, but I've come out on top, right? So great. I mean, that's the first stanza of this amazing song. And we learned so much just from that, from Freddie Mercury. So guys, again, you don't have to study English always with a translation list or my books, which I do recommend if you don't have my books. They're available at Vaughantienda. But music is a fun way. It's not the only way to learn a language, but it's certainly a fun way to learn a language. And if you learn a language in a fun way, well, then you'll keep wanting to learn the language. You won't stray away. You won't, you'll stay motivated. Really, that's the key. So, and I think music is a fun way to stay motivated. Alba says, "Oh my God, Queen." Well, you guys aren't giving me any suggestions here. So what I'm doing is I'm giving you my own one. So to pay your dues, right? To do the hard work it takes or it requires to get to the top, to be successful, to get where you are, right? As opposed to where you were. All right. Here's one I like because we use it a lot. By the way. Now, in Spanish, you say por cierto, by the way. Now, by the way, in English, is in a very well, it's not just in the song, it's the title of the song, a very popular Red Hot Chili Peppers song, right? A lot of their songs are popular, but this one was off Californication. And it's by the way, I tried to say I'd be there, waiting for Danny the girl is singing songs to me beneath the market overload. By the way, and he says, by the way, I'll give you the whole chorus. Standing in line. So you're waiting in line to see the show tonight. And there's a light on. Heavy glow. It's bright, right? By the way, I tried to say I'd be there. By the way, por cierto, I tried to say I'd be there. And we use it as an acronym, BTW. So I'm sure you guys have seen it before. BTW, by the way, right? You can say it, you can say BTW, or you can say by the way, whichever one you prefer, right? Okay, let's look at another one over here. This one, I like this one a lot because it's a catchy song, and he says it a lot in the song as well. And it's Maroon 5, right? This love has taken its toll on me. This love lyrics, let's see. Okay, so let's take a look at this. As I said, we're going to just look at a little bit in each song, but you guys can discover the songs on your own as well. I was so high I did not recognize the fire burning in her eyes. Right? I was so high, estaba tan colocado, I did not recognize, no reconocí, the fire burning in her eyes. Right? I didn't recognize the fire burning in her eyes, the passion. That's pretty poetic, right? I was so high I did not recognize the fire burning in her eyes. The chaos that controlled my mind. Whispered goodbye as she got on a plane. Never to return again. That means she's never coming back, but always in my heart. This love has taken its toll on me. She said goodbye too many times before. Right? So I want to look at that part. The song is great. Really catchy song. This love has taken its toll on me. This job has taken its toll on me. Right? Me ha pasado factura. It's been very difficult for me. It has affected me greatly. And in this song, you can hear that. This love has taken its toll on me. She said goodbye too many times before. So now what do? Now that you know it, you know that if something takes its toll on you, it's taxing, right? It's affecting you greatly, as I said before. Well, now you have to think of a way you can apply this in your own life. So what has been taking its toll on you lately, right? The weather, right? Your job, right? Your schedule. What's been taking its toll on you lately? So it's a good way. You just personalize it, right? So if something takes its toll on you, it literally, it affects you greatly. And in that very catchy song by Maroon 5, you can hear that. And, well, that's just one of the many songs. Let's see. I've got some more songs for you guys over here where we can learn some great. Oh, I love this one. All right. Holding Out for a Hero. You guys know this one. Well, if you don't, then you know it from Shrek. I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the night. He's gotta be strong and he's gotta be fast and he's gotta be fresh from the fight. So I know you all know that one. That's a great one. Come on. I need a hero. Classic. All right. So let's take a look at the chorus. Where is it over here? Okay, here's the chorus. All right. So you all know the first line. I think everybody knows the first line. I need a hero. I need a hero. Pretty simple, right? I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the night. I'm holding out. I'm holding out for. So if you're holding out for something, that means you're waiting for that. It means you're not going to settle for anything else. I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the night. Until the end of the night. Now, a lot of times native speakers say till instead of until. till the end of the night. He's gotta be strong and he's gotta be fast. He's gotta be strong and he's gotta be fast. And he's gotta be fresh from the fight. And he's gotta be fresh from the fight. So, still bleeding, right? So, and then they go back. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero. I'm waiting for, right? I'm not going to accept anything else. I'm holding out for a hero till the morning light. He's got to be sure. He's got to be sure of himself, right? He's got to be soon. He's got to be soon. Coming, I can't wait too long. And he's got to be larger than life. Larger than life. Larger than life. I love this one. If something is larger than life, that means it's like, exaggerated. It's not something you see every day. It's not, your average. Careful with that word. Notice average. It's average. So not your average thing, not your average person, right? And that's a cool song. I don't know. I always get pretty motivated, pretty psyched, to use the word I taught you guys before, that American word, psyched. I usually get pretty psyched when I hear that song. It's one of those songs that pumps me up, as we say. It excites me. It gets me going, right? I don't know why. I guess there are several different versions of the song, but there's one thing that's true. They're all kick-ass. The singing is just, just, so that's probably it too. And it's just I think the song is written really, really well, right? All right, so here's another one for you. High and Dry. Are you guys Radiohead fans? Okay, well, if you are, then you'll know, don't leave me high, don't leave me dry. Don't leave me high, don't leave me dry. Right, don't leave me high and dry. This is a great one. If you leave someone high and dry, it means, well, you weren't there for them when they needed you. You left me high and dry, right? I was expecting you to be there for me and you weren't there for me. You left me high and dry. So that's what he's saying. Don't leave me high. Don't leave me dry. Now, guys, let me tell you this too. If I'm not here or another one of your teachers is not here, you can always find the answer on your own. Google it. Let's do it together. Put define high and dry. We said that word twice today before because in the Maroon 5 song, he says he was high. I was so high I did not recognize fire burning in your eyes. Right? So there's some words that you'll see over and over. So define high and dry. Okay? High and dry means out of the water, especially stranded by the sea as it retreats. So think about it. You're on an island and the water starts retreating. You're high and dry. I never realized that. See, we're learning together. Isn't that cool? Huh. I mean, I know the expression. I've used it a million times, right? I'm a big fan of the Radiohead song, but I didn't know. But here's the non-literal definition, right? The figurative definition. Without resources or help, right? If you left me high and dry, you left me stranded. You left me without options. Right? So don't leave me high and dry. And if you're Radiohead fans, then you'll definitely know that one, right? Let's see. Alba Soriano says, Bon Jovi was one of my favorites too. Living on a Prayer or Keep the Faith. Those are good ones, but I got to tell you something. There's another Bon Jovi song that it psychs me up pretty much. I like this one a lot. I know you guys are going to laugh at me, but we'll take a look at this one. It's My Life. I know it's corny. I know. But for some reason, I like this song because, well, he's taking charge. He's saying, it's my life, right? So let's take a look at the lyrics to this Bon Jovi song. Another one, I think Bon Jovi lyrics are relatively easy to understand. Now, obviously, if you guys listen to Eminem or, Dr. Dre or anybody, it might be harder to understand because it's faster, it's rap, it's hip hop, right? So it'll be a little bit faster. So, of course, start easy. Start with stuff that's pretty easy to understand. Again, Beatles, highly recommended. Radiohead is not as easy. I'll tell you that. Radiohead, even because he extends his syllables. He extends his syllables so long that you're like, is he still saying the last word? Don't leave me high. Hey, that's his style. I'm not mocking it. I am imitating it, but I'm not mocking it. Okay, so let's take a look at this Bon Jovi song. It's my life and it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. It's my life, right? Not yours. It's mine. It's my life. And it's now or never. You can understand that's the same in Spanish. And it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I ain't. It's kind of a substitution for I'm not. I'm not going to live together. I'm not going to live forever. I ain't going to live forever. I don't recommend you use ain't in a professional setting, but I use it with my friends. But I wouldn't recommend you use ain't, right? It's not a good sounding word, right? But in music, they don't care about that. It's not supposed to sound good, right? So he goes, it's my life. And it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I just want to live while I'm alive. I just want to live while I'm alive. One thing is being alive, and one thing is living. See the difference? I just want to live while I'm alive. It's my life. My heart is like an open highway. My heart is like an open heart. It's like an open highway. Now, I wanted to stop on that word heart. Did you notice that the word heart has been in every song? So don't tell me that you don't know how to pronounce the word heart. If you listen to music, you'll know it, right? A total eclipse of the heart. See, it's in that song. It's in so many. Sweetheart, baby. All right, now I'm making it up, but it's in a lot of different songs, right? So I just want to live while I'm alive. It's my life. My heart is like an open highway. My heart is like an open highway. Like Frankie said, I did it my way. Like Frankie said. Now, who's that Frankie? Frank Sinatra. I did it my way. I think we're going to end with that one today. That's going to be the one. My way, Frank Sinatra. That's just a brilliant tune, right? So thanks, guys. I've got a lot of comments coming in. We'll read them right now. So he goes, my heart is like an open highway. Like Frankie said, I did it my way. Like Frankie said, I did it my way, in reference to the song, I did it my way. He says, I just want to live while I'm alive. It's my life. Wow, wow. Richie Sambora, he's Bon Jovi's guitarist. He loves that wow, wow. I don't know what that pedal, what that sound is, but he's a huge fan of it. Like Frankie said, I did it my way. I mean, and we didn't even look at the first lyrics of the song. They're pretty cool too. So let's go back. Let's do the whole thing from the top. This ain't a song for the broken-hearted. Bow, wow. You guys do the bow, wow, if you can't do the English part. This ain't a song for the broken-hearted. This ain't a song. This isn't, in this case, which is replaced by ain't. This ain't a song for the broken-hearted. No silent prayer for the faith departed. No silent prayer for the faith departed. Bye-bye, faith, right? I ain't gonna be just a face in the crowd. I'm not gonna be just a face in the crowd, just another face in the crowd. You're gonna hear my voice when I shout it out loud. You're gonna hear my voice when I shouted out loud, it's my life and it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. So there you go. Yes, thank you. Sorry. Sorry about my voice. Let me drink some water, by the way. If you noticed, I have to drink some water. Well, guys, I got to tell you something. I've been speaking for 45 minutes. So it's normal that I'll need a little bit of water there, a little sip of water. So great song there. Gotta love it. Even if you're not a Bon Jovi song, just the message behind the song. You know what I mean? There are a lot of songs out there that maybe I'm like, I'm not a big fan of the genre, whatever. Being closed-minded never helps. Take it from me. Being closed-minded never helps. It's never a good idea to be closed-minded. Be open-minded whenever you can. Sometimes, you got to have your limits, but be open-minded. That's the key in life. All right. Let's see a couple more comments over here. Let's see. Maggie left. What's up, Maggie? She says, I love it. It's my life. It's not corny. Well, thank you. See, I told you. Everybody likes that song a little bit. You might not want to admit it, but we know you like it. Let's see. Alba says, I couldn't understand Creep by Radiohead until I saw the lyrics. And yeah, Radiohead is not easy. So don't start with Radiohead if you're going to try and get the lyrics to songs. Queen is great, right? Especially, I want to ride my bicycle. You understand it? See, that was easy. There's Freddie Mercury. He was a great communicator, I'm not saying Radiohead or not. They just have a different way. They have a different way of doing it. So I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Creep. What a great song. What a brilliant song. Radiohead. Don't say Radiohead. I know a lot of you guys in Spain say Radiohead. It's Radiohead, okay? Let's see. Alejandro says, you're good at singing. Thank you very much, Alejandro. I don't think I'm a good singer, but I do enjoy singing. If you love music, well, part of you might like to sing it, even if your neighbor, wants to blow up your house afterwards. He said, you should think about that, the singing thing. Well, normally people tell me when I sing, people say, Alberto, don't quit your day job. It's true. No dejas el trabajo diario. Don't quit your day job. And, I won't. I promise I won't quit my day job. I'll keep it for now. That said, guys, I think we're going to end today's live video. As I said, guys, you have tons of things on YouTube. I post videos every week. You've got a new video that came out on Wednesday. You got one that coming out today. That's YouTube. They're also on Facebook as well, Twitter. Everything is at my website, albertoalonso.com. So anything you'll need, you'll find there. I want to thank you guys too. Take this opportunity to thank you guys for joining us, for learning English with us here today. And as I said, I hope to be back on the air soon on Vaughn Radio. In the meantime, you have these live videos. You also have podcasts, iVox and iTunes. So you guys can catch up on some of the old shows. And as I said, the shows, just because it was recorded in the past, doesn't mean you can't learn from it. Okay? So you've got tons of content out there. Make sure you learn a little English this weekend, even if it's with a song. And by the way, all these exercises I'm telling you to do, grab a karaoke, search for the lyrics on YouTube, do them with a friend, do them with a loved one. It's even more fun. And you'll both learn, you can do a contest like, cruza la pasarela, like my friend Roberto Real, Operación Triunfo, right? Or Eurovisión. All right. So guys, that said, we're going to take a look at Frank Sinatra, My Way. Now, I think what's going to happen here is they're going to cut us out because, they're pretty strict about this lyric stuff, about music. So let's try it. I'm going to put My Way, Frank Sinatra, and we're going to sing it together, folks. All right. So look for the lyrics right now. Sing it with me. If you can't, if you're in the office, okay, I'm begging you. Please sing it with me so you don't hear my horrible voice. Please sing it with me. Please, I'm begging you. All right. So a couple more comments and then really we're going to start. But I'm giving you guys time now. So put in Google My Way, Frank Sinatra lyrics, and we're going to do it together. Okay. Alba says, thank you. Thank you very much. Rosani says, nice to see you. You are doing well. Great suntan, by the way. Have a good weekend. Take care. Thank you so much, Rosani. Maggie says, thank you, Alberto. Always nice learning with you. Well, it's always a pleasure to have my students on board as well, having a great time. And remember, if you weren't able to catch the whole video, you can always watch it. It'll be posted on my page later on. Okay, so again, tons of different things. You have podcasts, videos, and so you have no excuse, guys. Practice English a little bit this weekend, even if it's just choosing a song and looking at it, okay, with your family or with a loved one, okay? So here we go. Let's hope they don't cut this out here. All right, I'm going to turn the volume up. Here we go. Sing it with me, folks. Now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear. I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway. But more, much more than this, I did it my way. He pronounces so well. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. And there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall, and did it my way. I've loved you guys. I've laughed and cried. I've had my fill, my share of losing. And now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way. Oh no, not me. I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. To the record shows I took the blows and did it my way. Fucking Frank. Man. He pronounces great, but he hits those high notes. Damn. Let's see if they don't take it down. Much more than this, I did it my way. So what am I saying, guys? Learn English your way. Learn English in a way that works for you, that's fun for you. And if you do that, well, then you're going to learn something every day. And that's, I think, we'll end over there, saying that if you learn something new every day, there's no way you're not going to make progress. So switch it up. Have fun. Sometimes, work on structure and grammar things. And other times, just play some music and familiarize yourself with the structures, the vocabulary, the pronunciation. As I said, Frank Sinatra, you're not going to find someone who pronounces better than Frank Sinatra. So imitate him. He really, really, he enunciates as a singer. So there's another great one for you. Ballads, Frank Sinatra songs are excellent to learn English. All right. So thank you so much, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you had a good time. I hope you learned as well. As I said, those are our two goals all the time. Have fun and learn, right? You can mix the order. As long as we're doing both, that's okay. All right, guys, I hope you have a lovely weekend. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I hope to be back on the air soon. In the meantime, I'll catch you here on social media. Okay? Bye-bye. Ciao.